What's up, Dodgers Nation? Eric Eula here, and I'm talking about Gavin Lux's hot start to this Dodgers season. Welcome back to the 3 Up, 3 Down podcast. My name is Eric Eula, your host for this Dodgers Nation production. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. That is at EEULAU. There are a ton of all-stars, MVPs in this Dodgers lineup. Everyone talked about it all offseason. They've even put up runs in bunches in the early going so far. But we got to talk about one of the hottest hitters in this lineup, and that is none other than Gavin Lux. The Gavin Lux who has struggled for most of his career in the majors, but he is off to a spectacular start to this year, primarily batting in the bottom of the order, but it doesn't matter, because I think that takes a lot of the pressure off of him. And I think when you see him in the box now, at least in the early going here, you see a comfortable hitter that is seeing the ball well out of the pitcher's hand. And the stats would absolutely back that up, 100% back that up. Last season, a strikeout rate of 21.8%. This year, down to 16.2%. His walk rate, 10.8% last year. This year, 18.9%. He actually leads the team in walks and runs right now. He just looks like a completely different guy than we've seen for most of his career. He did have some nice stretches, maybe a week or two last year, but it didn't look sustainable, where I think the guy we're seeing now, I think this is sustainable to an extent. Do I think he's going to finish top 2% in weighted on base average and hard hit percentage like he is right now in the league? No, probably not. Is he going to finish top 7% in exit velocity or walk rate? Probably not. But the fact that we're seeing a guy who can actually put up that kind of production is very, very encouraging. Because look, this was the Dodgers' 2019 Minor League Player of the Year. This was the nation's 2019 Minor League Player of the Year. This guy's always had a ton of talent, but now you're starting to see him put it all together. And I know some people are thinking, why don't they put him up in the lineup, get him out of the 8-9 spot? There's no pressure in the bottom of the lineup. I think that's a big part of why he's just done so well so far. And we look at some of the other stats here. The weighted runs created plus last year of 91. This year, 152. He's got an 888 OPS right now. That is first on the Dodgers. Last year, that mark was at 692. And if you really want to get into some more nerdy stats, you look at the exit velocity. Last year, he averaged 88.8 miles an hour off his bat when he made contact. Now he's at 94.2. All the peripheral data is telling you this is a very different Gavin Lux. And look, if you want to talk about his defense and it's average at best, that is fair. That has been a challenge for him throughout even his minor league career. But look, the guy is an absolute athlete. I think you can tell that when he's even when they threw him in the outfield last year, which was a bit of an experiment. But he does have the legs and he has the athleticism to get it done. And this lineup has a ton of guys up and down. But I gotta say, I am all aboard the Lux bus. Look, we're selling out of tickets for it soon, but if you want to get on the Lux bus right now, I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but look, we're still selling tickets. Slide into the DMs, get on that Lux bus. Because look, this kid could have a really, really good year. And there's also a big, big factor in Gavin Lux. If he can have a great year, that could contribute to the Dodgers thinking, maybe we let Trey Turner walk. The Dodgers didn't offer Trey Turner a contract extension before the season started. They told him they weren't going to offer him a contract extension. Trey Turner said, hey, whatever, thanks for being straight with me. I just want to go out and play baseball. But look, if Lux has a really good season, you're thinking maybe we don't pay top dollar for Trey Turner and maybe Lux does become the shortstop of the future. I personally love Trey Turner. He's one of the 4 or 5 best shortstops in the game. He led all position players in WAR last year. He's an incredible guy, incredible player. But Lux has been off to an incredibly hot start, and you're starting to see why he was such a highly touted prospect. You're starting to see why the Dodgers have given him some runway. And you talk about all the time, why the Dodgers, why is the success so sustainable for them? It's because they didn't immediately cut bait on their former top prospect like some other organizations would have. They didn't trade him away. They didn't sell low on him. And maybe he does get traded down the road. But the Dodgers, their patience with Gavin Lux, their patience with the top prospect is why this team is so good. Clearly he's put the work in and it's paying off this year. And we'll see where he ends up. But he does have an all-star caliber bat and you're starting to see it this year. That's it. That's all I got time for. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the Blue Heaven podcast with Clint and Brooke, Dodgers Dugout with Doug McCain. And if you don't like seeing our faces, all of those are on Apple, Spotify, on our Dodgers Nation podcast feed. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.